This video is property of MBKP International, LLC. In this video I'm going to show you how to do an adjustment on the our perfect ec17 paper cutter, our electric paper cutter. This would also be the same for the ec19 electric paper cutter. But let me show you something here. When you hit this proofread button, this back paper support should go all the way back, recalibrate itself, and go all the way forward. I've adjusted this thing to where it has a problem to where this binds up basically. So it should bind up when I hit the proofread button at a certain point. You can watch it going back here. It'll get to a certain point and it'll make a noise. I just hit the emergency stop button there to stop it. But I'm going to fix that problem here. My back here. This is an adjustment here. It basically raises and lowers this bar. So what's happening is this thing is getting tight and it won't go no further. So all you need to do is loosen these two screws. Loosen them enough so for where this thing, make sure they're loose enough. You don't need to take them out, but enough to where this thing can move. And now go ahead and re-hit the proofread button, and we'll go. Now it should go all the way back. Then it recalibrates itself and comes forward. As you can see, it's not doing that. It's not binding anymore. It'll go all the way to the front. But so it's working out. So basically, what you want to do is you want to take this button to go all the way back. Just hold it down, and it'll start going fast. And when it gets all the way to the end, it'll start beeping like that. You can just stop. And when it's all the way at the end here, it's got this thing lined up perfectly. So then you just tighten these screws down. Tighten both these screws nice and tight. And we'll strip them out, but do it pretty nice and tight. Okay. Now you can I can go forward with it. And I can go back again too, and it shouldn't, with the proofread, and to recalibrate it basically. And it shouldn't do that anymore. Now, at the same time, it could be doing it it could be making that noise as you're coming forward. There's another adjustment on this end. And it's basically these 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'd basically do the same thing there. You just loosen these 4 up, loosen them all enough to where this thing can move. It's basically going to be this whole plate here. This entire plate with this belt and motor. It should be able to slightly move. And once that's loose, you do the same thing. You push this forward button, hold it down, and this, as you see, this thing is coming all the way forward. Just hold it down until it comes all the way forward and starts beeping like that, as far as it will go forward. And then you just retighten these back up, snug them back up. Retighten this one and retighten that one. And then from there, you can just hit the proofread button. And you see it's going to go all the way back and all the way forward, and it should take care of that problem of that back bar binding. It should come forward, but it's just the front and the rear one. I would start with the rear one first if you can. If you can get this to move all the way to the back, you loosen those up, then move it all the way to the back. I'd loosen these up first, move it all the way to the back, and then tighten those up, and see if that takes care of your problem. If that does not, then you're going to have to try to move this at least as far forward as you can. You can loosen these first. If it didn't work there, then move it as far forward as it will go, and then retighten it back up. And other than that, that should take care of it. You want to make sure nothing's binding over here. Over here, make sure that's not binding on the edge or anything. And also that chrome metal bar, if you wanted to, you could spray a little WD-40 on it to make sure it's not gripping on that too tight. But that's basically all you need to do as far as if it's making that noise. And then you can put this cover back on here, just like so. Again, this video is property of MBKP International, LLC.